Hi everybody. Sometimes I receive a gift card. All right, here I've got a gift card. Well, it's not a gift card, but it'll do. And today's topic is about redeemed pain is more impressive than removed pain. Now, every now and again, I get given a gift card, which is pretty cool. In fact, I received a gift card from someone in Canada a little while ago. You know who you are, and it was a surprise. Fortunately, it was like a universal gift card that I could use here in New Zealand, and it was very generous because they valued the work I do here in turning the page and helping people and so on. And they just wanted to say thank you. And so they sent me a gift card. And by the way, if you want to send me a gift card, email, I'll send you email, my postal directions. But a gift card is kind of an interesting sort of concept, isn't it? See, this piece of plastic that I've got here, it's really got no value in it at all, really, is it? It's just a piece of plastic. You've probably got something like this in your wallet or your purse. But the value that a gift card has is what has been loaded into it, as in the dollar value that has been loaded into it. And some kind person, this person in Canada, they said, right, I'm going to buy Barry a gift card to this particular value of dollar, um, and and then they sent it off. Now, the way that gift cards work is that, all right, I receive gift card, and then I take it off to the shop or place where I'm going to redeem it. And what they do is they buy it back. And that's what the word redeem means, to buy back. So let's say I go to my local shop and I present my gift card and they say, so that's got a value of $50. Here you can have $50 worth of goods. And essentially they buy back the card from me, or the value that's on that card. So the money is transferred out of this card and into their account, and I receive back good things, whatever that might be. And I would like to suggest that you and all of us, every one of us, has got a card in our wallet or in our purse, and I'm going to call it your pain card. Pain, Pain. And on that card is loaded lots of things of painful experiences. Like you've got grief, you've got pain, loss, anger, resentment, bitterness, and it's all kind of locked up on this card. And you carry it wherever you go, and it just sits there. And it can eat away at you, and it can change you, the pain that you're carrying. The thinking patterns in your brain are trained by this burden. And the younger you have painful experiences and the more traumatic they are, the more it will actually change your brain. But it's sitting there. And the question is, what can you do with this pain card and all the energy that is actually contained on this card? One response, and it's probably the most common response, it's most probably human response, is to stubbornly resist its presence and its potential, actually for good. I remember talking with someone about the painful experience that they were going through, and they said, look, I'm not going to be one of those people that stands up and says, this was one of the best things that has happened in my life, that God has made something good out of it all. And my heart sank because he was someone who decided to actually resist God, to resist kindness and healing, and to keep the pain basically locked up on their pain card. And they were getting to a place where their pain card inside their heart was never going to be brought to God, and for God to buy back and return goodness to them. And it's my experience that actually the paying card is most likely going to gather interest on its dark investment. It doesn't stay static. The pain doesn't diminish, but actually grows and morphs into bitterness and other kind of malignant growths within our soul. Stubbornness becomes like a stubbornness to God, healing that stuff or redeeming it becomes like a fortified wall that needs constant reinforcement from the inside. And that the pain can become like an identifying mark of a person. You know them. People that are known for the pain they have been through and for the way the pain just leaks out and poisons others. Richard Rohr says that if we do not transform our pain, if we do not transform our pain, we will most assuredly transmit it, usually to those closest to us, our friends, our neighbours, our co-workers, and invariably the most vulnerable, our children. Philip Yancey says redeemed pain is more impressive than removed pain. Redeemed pain is more impressive than removed pain. This week, I happened to have the pleasure of just sitting with a man whose wife had died suddenly, and they had shared a marriage of like 50 years, and now 4 years later on, there was still a grief, a pain, a loss, which is it was good in the sense that that's a healthy sign of being a human, fully human. Fully human is to experience loss and pain. It's okay. But I was gently curious to know what this pain had taught him. Could something be redeemed out of this pain? What had he discovered from this place of real heart struggle? Was, as he presented his pain card, like we all carry one, to God, something of godly goodness being returned into his life. And as I drove home from the conversation, I remember the lyrics of the old song that I used to sing as a youth. Something beautiful, something good. All my confusion he understood. All I had to offer him was brokenness and strife. But he made something beautiful of my life. Now, when I was singing that as a teenager, I didn't really get it. I didn't really understand it fully. I don't think I had the amount of pain life experiences, so I didn't quite connect into it. But I really understand that God can take something really and actually redeem it, buy it back, and turn it into good. And but the making of something beautiful, as the song says, requires a willingness to hand over the pain card for God to buy back and return to us their presence, God's presence. So I'm going to ask you, what's on your pain card? You don't have to tell me, but you've got a pain card. Can your pain be redeemed? Can it be bought back by God and have something beautiful and good grown out of it? Or is it just going to sit in your wallet or your purse and quietly grow mold, rot, and poison that will spill out into others' lives? And every time you revisit it, every time you revisit that wallet, you kind of revisit the stories and you accumulate frequent flyer points added to your weight. I've been writing a lot of poetry this year, and it seems that something's bubbled up in me. So I wrote this poem the other day. It's called "Redeeming the Pain." I have a little gift voucher given to me by life. It's tucked deep in my wallet. It's full of pain and strife. I carry it with me everywhere, and on it I can add much woe. Points of pain user miles, keeping me deathly low. Oh, this voucher has some power. From it can be quite sour. Spilling my pain all over others, a victim has some nasty power. To recognize this as a voucher, something all of us do hold, might help me to take this pain, redeem it into gold. I see this card, I see what it does hold. I turn it over to redeeming Saviour. He knows the pain untold. I wonder what he will do with it, what lives he will transform. As I present my pain, maybe some hearts will begin to warm. Thy kingdom come, I pray, your redemptive plan to show. But for that to happen, then my kingdom must go. I lay down my voucher, points accumulated from the day. What can we do with this, Lord, is all that I can say. There's a little poem for you. But you see, I carry a pain card. We all carry a pain card. It sits there, mostly silent, but sometimes for me it erupts into wild anger at injustices. Then sometimes into a self-loathing disgust. It's full of shadows, echoes, ghosts that want to take me into a hole. But I can also use it and bring it for redemption, have it cashed in for something of worth. And I think of my favourite friend called Job. He had a broken world experience. Job could have had a pain card overflowing with entitlement debt. You owe me, God, world, life. You owe me. You owe me. That's entitlement. Yet this pain was kind of a place of redeeming, of turning him closer to God than to a stubborn self-reliance. And God gave back to him in incredible ways. He found a new life out of the struggle with the old. Look, God can take your broken world experiences, your pain card, and return it to something good. Here's a prayer. It's a dangerous prayer to pray because dangerous prayers are prayers that most likely will get answered. Here's the prayer. God, redeem my pain card. We all have one into something good. Thy kingdom come, my kingdom go. Hey, if you found this interesting and helpful, email me, barry@turningthepage.co.nz. You may want to come over and read it on the website. There's a link in the show notes. And also encourage you, if you find this content that I'm doing really helpful, send me a gift card or become like a sponsor. And there's a link in the show notes where you can actually start to help contribute to my needs as I do this and I reach out and help the world. God be with you, and may you redeem your pain card with the only one that knows the fullness of pain.